Hey guys, I'm Izdaisho and I'm here playing some Magic, and it says Elixir Stupidity, but I just forgot to change the name. It's the Burn deck. We're playing the Burn deck. And we're not going to keep this one, even though we can play an Awaken the Ancient on turn 4. Yeah. Yeah, we only got one color, but I have an Earthquake, so if he does do something painful in the early games, then I can recoup some card advantage that way, and if not, then I can get enough time to draw blue source, get my divination out there. Not a good draw. One might actually consider that the worst draw in the deck, but not really. I mean, once I get the first blue source, I can divination, and then I'll be in much better shape. Alright, there's a white knight. Not really too big of a deal. I'll cash this in if I can kill 2 creatures with it. Alright, well, we got a divination, and since we're on the play, I can just cast it right here. Divination, draw 2, perfect. Definitely pretty fortunate right there. So, I mean, I got 2 cards deeper, so I'm closer to my next island for Archaeomancer, but I don't really need to do it yet. I can always just use it on Earthquake. I'd be very happy if he played a 2-drop or a 3-drop, or a 2 toughness creature or a 3 toughness creature here on the ground. That would work out really well for me. I already have a decent amount of card advantage, so he's just gonna play a white staff, which is actually pretty bad for me in this situation. So I don't really want a divination again here. I think I'm actually just going to Earthquake for 2, for 3, for 2. I mean, if he's really running a mono white deck, then I'm gonna need to use my creatures to win this game. It's not gonna be able to work out just by like. I mean, maybe after I get a Fire Servant, I can get a big Geyser or something like that, but still, it's going to be pretty hard to just burn him out if he's going to be able to draw 2 a turn. So yeah, I guess I could have just held up for Essence Scatter. I mean, I could unsummon Essence Scatter that. We'll be okay. We can take a hit from it. Alright, so I did draw the island, which means that Unsummon Essence Scatter is not a bad play. If I had unsummoned it, I could have Divination plus Essence Scattered. Well, actually, now that I think about it, I'm just going to Divination this turn, draw 2, and then hopefully... Ooh, okay. Well, I mean, all it does is trade with the Charging Griffin, so that's not too absurd. But if he plays something bigger or more powerful, then I can Essence Scatter it, and if not, then I can just take the 3 this turn and then unsummon it at end step, and then Essence Scatter it next turn if I want to. Or just play like a Fairy Invaders or something. Because he's not even going to be able to replay it this turn, so we won't even be able to attack for 2 more turns. If I unsummon it this turn. But, oh, pause. Didn't like it. Just decided not to help me out there. I just spammed the pause button. I guess we don't have such a great connection. But, alas, that does happen occasionally. And you just gotta roll with it. That's the downside to playing on this. Alright, so now we're just going to flash into Fairy Invaders now. It'll leave up unsummoned for us in case he does have... I don't know if there's any instant speed removal in white other than Condemn, which will not work here. So we're just going to make this trade not too valuable for us, but I mean, I have extra cards in hand that I don't really need. Or rather, I have a lot of gas in hand, so I can pretty easily just kill him. Alright, so him playing a Sentinel Sliver and doing nothing else is really good. Terramorphic's fine here, but I think I want to have Essence Scatter and Fairy Invaders available. But yeah, I mean, he's got 4 cards left in hand that are probably all spells. But then again, the best play that he had last turn was to play a 2-drop. So we're just going to do this. And, I mean, nobody ever expects 2 Fairy Invaders. I just put these in, actually. I took out a Unsummon and a Scroll Thief. I toss in the 2 Fairy Invaders. It'll give me a good win condition and also a decent like removal and good answer to flyers and stuff like that. I mean, I don't particularly want to lose my creature. He hasn't really shown me anything that I super have to worry about, though. I mean, I guess. Well, does he? Okay, and he's got a Pacifism. That's fine, especially since I can next turn unsummon it and play it. So I'd lose an attack out of it. All right, well. I'm just going to do this. Yeah. And we're going to target the one all the way to the left. And attack with a 7/7. I mean, during the late game on an empty board like this, Awaken the Ancient is sweet. I'm actually starting... Oh, meant to play this Terramorphic Expanse. I'm actually starting to think that Awaken the Ancient is a lot better in this format than it is in M14 Limited, where it was originally printed. But, I don't know. Maybe not. Day of Judgment. Alright. Do I... Yeah, I'll take the, excuse me, the Fairy Invaders back. So, I mean, he 1-for-1 me with Day of Judgment. Not the end of the world, but, I mean, man, this deck does have a lot of removal. I'm really curious to see what my opponent is doing. Is he playing a mono-white elixir deck? Because that would be really cool. Especially if he's got a couple of these stabs to just gain a ton of life. I think we're just going to start this turn off by casting Divination. No, we're not. If I had played the Terramorphic last turn. See, like, a lot of the time, you don't really think about how much stuff like playing Terramorphic Expanse, or like forgetting to play a land or whatever in the late game actually matters. But here I would have been able to Divination and cast Fairy Invaders. And instead, I don't get the Divination. So he's just going to put those like 5 or 6 cards back in his library. That's fine with me. It's pretty good for him too, but we'll see. I mean, now I have to sort of play around. Yeah, I want to get this. I have to play around Day of Judgment again, so I can't just commit everything that I have to the board. Probably just gonna... Oh, first we're gonna start off by casting Divination, leaving 2 red up and 2 blue. Then I'll probably just Archaeomancer a Divination. I mean, I can't really see any reason to Archaeomance anything else. Maybe Essence Scatter, but I mean, I do have a Flames of the Firebrand to kill something if I need to. And I think I'd rather just draw some more cards. I don't have an Elixir of Immortality, so that's actually pretty important to note. But I mean, I do have 2 Fire Servants in this deck, so I should be able to kill him since I have all my burn spells except for Earthquake. So I have 5 burn spells and 2 Fire Servants, so unless he like draws into his second Day of Judgment pretty soon, that could be an issue. We'll see. There's a shock. So I could just kill it like that, but first I'm going to Divination. Hopefully I'll just draw into Fire Servant. No. Alright, we're getting a lot of lands here. Oh, I'll just attack with both my creatures. I don't really care if either of them plus the Flames of the Firebrand trade for his Sarah Angel. Considering I already have a decent path to victory, which is just Geyser, he's just gonna take it. Yeah, that's okay. Not really an issue. I'm not gonna spend both my burn spells to kill it though, especially when I have 14 cards left and 2 of them are Fire Servants. No, I do have a Mind Spring, but I don't know how much I can really crack that for. And there is a Dawnstrike Paladin, which is also an issue. But if I do draw a Fire Servant, then I can kill both of his guys. Do I have enough mana? Yeah. Alright, so it's kind of unfortunate that... Well, I guess I don't really need to kill Dawnstrike Paladin, do I? It's not really doing anything right now. I'm just gonna... Oh my god, that was dumb. I should have just shocked the Angel. Maybe I should just kill Dawnstrike Paladin while I'm at it. No. What does he have? Stave Off? Oh, hold on. In response to that, I need to shock it so that I can get in some damage this turn. Alright, so I still hit him for 2, and then I get to attack him with my Fairy Invaders. I still have a Volcanic Geyser in my deck, so which can just kill him, I think. Let's see, I had... What did I do this turn? I have 8, 9, so then... Yeah. It'll actually just be lethal. Well, he's probably going to play some sort of spell. And he might, like, if he has another pacifism for this, then he can attack me with his Dawn Strike Paladin, or if he draws into Day of Judgment, then obviously he's going to be in much better shape. There's just a random Charging Griffin. I don't think it's... Oh, it's definitely not worth attacking with Fire Servant now, but man, Flames of Firebrand would be sweet right here. I can just wipe out both of his creatures. Alright, this is a tough one. Oh, no it's not. Forgot about that. And voila, I have Flames of the Firebrand. I mean, that's one of the main reasons why I'm actually even running that card in the deck. So good. Fire Servant and Flames of the Firebrand are just the best of friends. It's really risky to attack with my Fire Servant here because he could have Condemn, but I'm gonna put him, I mean, like, he has one card left in hand. I think there may have been a chance for him to use it earlier, so I'm just gonna hope. I mean, I was really just hoping he wouldn't have it, and plus the fact that I can actually win if he does have it. Is that another Sarah Angel? Damn. Alright, so not too good. Oh, there's Flames of the Firebrand. So yeah, he's just dead. Unless the card in his hand gains him life, or is basically a one-mana instant. So it basically has to be Stave Off or Condemn. Or he is going to take lethal from my Onslaught army of Onslaughtious creatures. That was a pretty sweet deck my opponent built, though. He's like mono white, he's got a ton of removal, some good win conditions, and then not 100% sure he needs the elixir, though. Because, I mean, I don't know, it was okay. But yeah, I don't think we need to play against that deck again. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and have a wonderful day. Bye.